Hi, my name is Jaime, and I've been attending Church of Southland Chino since the beginning. And my family has experienced so many blessings since the launch, but I wanted to share my experience during Friday night prayer. Recently, my husband felt called to start serving more, so as a stay-at-home mom, it was easy for me to take on the supportive role and care for our 2 young children. I was glad to do it, and as he was blessed, I thought they were my blessings too. But slowly, I wanted more for myself. At the same time, I was thinking about going back to school or finding a job. When I would pray, I felt God telling me not to pursue anything and to be available for Him. But I always assumed I would return to work, so I began to second guess myself and doubt if I heard God correctly. I quietly wrestled with these thoughts, but in God's perfect timing, our youngest daughter would demand to go to Fantastic Friday with her brother, and even though she would have a sudden change of heart and I felt guilty for leaving the teachers with a screaming child, son teacher would always reassure me to just go be blessed. Pastor Richard had been encouraging us to receive prayer, so I would go up, even though I didn't feel a big need. I was so blessed by the prayers, but I was also very self-conscious about falling, so I'd stubbornly only let myself sit and not fall down. But last Friday, I went up to get prayer, and the person praying for me didn't even say anything, and immediately I felt my knees wanting to buckle. I stubbornly resisted because I didn't want to fall down without hearing his prayer first. And after some time, he said that he could tell I wanted more and that I needed to put God before my work and family. I started to cry because I felt so seen that the Holy Spirit revealed something inside my heart before I was even fully aware. I felt the Holy Spirit was confirming how I should let go of my work plans and be open to God's work. And I also realized that I was just accepting my family's residual blessings as my own, but I was assured God had His own specific plans for me. After hearing those words, I fell and lay on the ground, but eventually my self-consciousness crept in again. I tried to sneak away, thinking this experience was good enough, but a sister who was praying over me stopped me. She said she felt like God wasn't done and started praying over me again, and I ended up crying even more. She prayed against my guilt, and my actions done in faith were never in vain. She also shared an image of me shooting out of a flowering blossom, and she said she felt like God was going to use me. She later told me she didn't get images that often, and since I'm a very visual person, I felt that God tailored this word of encouragement to me. My stubbornness almost robbed me of experiencing how the Lord of the universe could speak so intimately to me and remind me that my good is never good enough, but His good is perfect. I am confident that any attempt to listen and surrender to our Father's voice will not be wasted, and I want to encourage everyone to attend worship nights and receive prayer, even if you don't feel like you need it. I also want to thank everyone on the IP team for faithfully praying so that we could experience the powerful moving of the Holy Spirit. And I want to thank you to the teachers who take care of our little ones and sacrifice their own time of blessing so we can be blessed. And lastly, I want to say thank you to the Holy Spirit for moving here. And I'm so excited to see what more He has in store for us in our community. Thank you.